All right, Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast. So the new moon this week is in your 8th house. This is the house of what matters most in life. Letting those walls come down, transformation and change, breaking of old cycles, facing fears, right? All of this stuff that really does require freeing ourselves from the things that are holding us back. And so usually, typically with the 8th, it is about approaching the things that we're afraid of. Which could be through vulnerability, openness, letting the walls come down, but also saying too, if there are any cycles in your life that are repeating or habits you may have that are unhealthy, all right, breaking those so you can free yourself up and really, again, connect to what matters most in life, which is really what the 8th house at the end of the day is helping us do. So this is a very positive area for you. You've had Jupiter transiting this 8th house already for the past year. So you're seeing the potentials with this, and there's been opportunities to do this, which is great. But it's also expanding it too, really bringing out the normal, maybe the fears or the deeper stuff, but that's fine because it's Jupiter helping you work with this stuff, and it's a great time to do that. But anyways, this new moon is activating it, really activating the opportunity side of this and the potentials with this and what you're learning about all this. So new beginning where I think a lot of you are transforming, freeing yourself up from cycles, breaking some patterns, facing some fears. It can be very empowering with the new moon conjunct Jupiter here in the 8th. So it's still a subtle time though this week, like I said. So listen to this energy around Thursday. It's part of a monthly and yearly cycle here that's just getting started. But by all means, as we get into the next week, this weekend even, implementing some of this stuff of, again, this transformation, change of open vulnerability, walls coming down, facing fears, whatever it might be pertaining to for you. This is also the house of shared resources. So I do want to mention that some of you might be getting some inheritance or loans or something like that involving other people's money that could be assisting you at this time as well. It's not always the case, but it's possible for some of you. Now, Monday, we do have the sun sextiling up to Saturn. So there is this grounded energy with your ruler. Actually, probably more expressive energy, actually. Probably a good Monday for expressing yourself, having some fun, and expressing yourself in open ways, perhaps with that 8th house. But just feeling it's easy to do this. And even some stability with your career. A lot of you have been either working hard and or feeling limited when it comes to the career sector these past couple of years. So now it's this... now as Saturn finishes up this 10th house over this next couple months, it's like you've got this. You're kind of veteran here with this stability here. It's been grounding, maturing you here with this. And this week, it certainly could be feeling that way. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, right before the new moon, Mercury conjunct Jupiter does give you the open-mindedness. And again, you could be seeing some potentials that are 8th house related, which is great. So your Mercury also does rule your 5th house. So again, there's this self-expression, fun, entertainment, but again, in this meaningful way, deep way, open way that can be very enjoyable Tuesday, Wednesday, and then again, also give you some insight about depth, about transformation that is setting the stage for the new moon, which again will be unfolding during this next cycle. Now, I do want to mention that the new moon will be opposite Uranus, who is in your 2nd house of your resources. So a lot of you, when it comes to resources and even feeling your inner resources, like your sense of self-reliance and sense of self-worth, has been very erratic this past 8 years with Uranus here. So it's that Uranus is helping you find freedom when it comes to this area. So if you're feeling bottlenecked or frustrated, or you want to break free in some way when it comes to the resources, or maybe you're just really excited, it could be that too, about resources or your self-reliance. Great to listen to that, right? It's very important, of course, to be self-reliant in life, but with balance and moderation. We want to make sure we're not, going to any extremes, for example, with oppositions. And in this context, it really is about the fact that with the 8th house, when it comes to self-reliance, it's about, the 8th house is about relying on others. Like I was saying, it's other people's money, right? But fundamentally, it's about the fact that we are all dependent on each other, whether it's emotionally or physically. Even the most self-reliant of us are dependent on the economy and on others in some way or in some capacity. So we rely on each other, and it's great to be self-reliant, but also to, it's okay to depend and rely on others a bit. Now, if you're feeling more of the relying on others side of it, then maybe it's good to bring in some of that self-reliance into it. right? So these are really just two sides of the same coin, these houses. And it's essentially this axis of value. The material value and our self-reliance, and then the deeper values and the values that are derived from others. So if you can find this balance this week of concentrating on what matters to you most, yet being grateful for what you have, connecting to the resources and earth in life, and then also too, in terms of your self-reliance while relying on others, I think it's a fantastic way of working with this new moon. All right, so Aquarius, I wish you all the very best week. Thank you for watching. Be sure to watch this for your sun, moon, and ascendant sign. There are links down in the comment section for those. But yeah, I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Take care.